second week of training camp as well. So we're going to have a game tomorrow. Our first game, Ravens and the Colts are going to start in the preseason. Are going to have the preseason game tomorrow. I have not heard yet of who's starting in the game. I would believe it's Devin Leary or Cooper Rush tomorrow, going the whole way there. So just keep that in mind. So with that, so starting since last Thursday, Jalen Armour-Davis and Ballard Cone returned to practice on Thursday, so they missed several days. During training camp, you do see guys missing time, missing games, missing whatever. That's not crazy or unusual. You do see guys in that situation missing some time because of just it's hard to tell in camp sometimes if guys are really, really hurt. Like if you have a situation like Isaiah, likely they'll announce it. But guys might miss a couple days, a veteran guy, whatever, they'll have a thing. So they came back to practice after missing several days last Thursday. Javonte Wester is a name that's coming up a lot. He's really looked good in camp. So very good for a late round pick, made a leaping catch in traffic over Robert Lagerbein, who's trying to make the team as well. He's impressed as a receiver. I think he's been very good. I think the punt return they've been extremely impressed with, and also too as a receiver they've been very impressed with. So Lagerbein, I always thought he kind of had a rough hill to make the 53. I don't think he does. I do think probably that if the Ravens have their way to keep him as practice squad, I don't know if another team's going to pick him up. But the defense has been very good overall as well. Very good defense. Lamar made a special throw doing eluding pressure in the pocket. Throwing caused by a fine Mark Andrews. Also, veteran John Jones had a tackle for a loss with QB pressure off a wobbly pass from Lamar. Lamar's still fast. Let's get that out the way. Some people, I've seen a couple articles where some people are like kind of surprised that Lamar still has this really good speed, being that he is an older guy. So he's been in the league. This is year 8 now for him. This is season 8, and he's still outrunning guys. So he's still showing great speed in there as well. Still showing great speed throwing across his body. John Jenkins has been good in practice. The defense has been good as a whole. That is a theme as well. So I think I think they're pretty good on the offensive line. I think they pretty much know where they want to do. Saturday, after having a strong start to the game, Jair Alexander had 2 interceptions that day. Both takeaways ignited a celebration like that. So 2 interceptions by that. I think Nate Wiggins had one as well, interception. So Lamar had 3 picks that day on the Saturday practice. Very, very rare that you see that. Like you'll have a Lamar Jackson practice and there won't be any interceptions, anything like that. So for Jair Alexander to get him twice, Jair Alexander's looked fantastic in camp so far. Fantastic. So I think like 1 year, $6 million. I mean, we don't even need to say if this is an upgrade over Brandon Stevens, do we? I mean, this is obviously a guy who is outstanding. One of the better cornerbacks in the league. He's taking a discount to win a world championship to play with his college teammate Lamar Jackson as well. Defense is really good, look good, period, all camp against Lamar as well. And it's not like the Lamar's look bad either, but it's very rare you see that even in practice with Lamar. Zay Flowers and Rashard Bateman both at practice Saturday after missing practices, but DeAndre Hopkins had the catch of the day, leaping up in the air, high-pointed ball from Lamar. So I had to make sure the space was there. I think all the receivers have been good. They've all kind of missed some time. I don't know if that's by design. That concerns me a little bit that they're all kind of missing time. It could be just rationing to be taking easy on guys, like I said, in camp. You're not all the way sure if guys are really, really hurt or if they are giving them a day. So you're not sure. But I would say they have been really good. The receivers have been really good when they have been playing. Looking for an undrafted. The Ravens have a history of undrafted free agents really doing well. Ruben Lowry continues to have a nose for the ball. Big collision with Xavier Hillary down the sideline as the 2 fought for the ball on a deep pass from Devin Leary. Larry continues to impress. I have him at corner. He's played some safety. I don't know if they keep many safeties at his spot. I think he's impressive as he's been in camp. I don't know if there's a spot for him. Even maybe there's one with the injury to Adarius as well. We're assuming that, Kyle Hamilton, Malachi Starks, now the name escaped me. Bo Braid and Xavier Kane, Susie Kane is going to be there. So there may be one safety spot. There may be an extra corner, but he's looked good. I keep hearing this name over and over as well in camp. So interesting to see that. And the John Harbaugh guy, Brent Irvin, is back. He was re-signed. He came back to practice. I think it was for the stadium practice, right for the stadium practice on Sunday. And they went ahead and signed. Go ahead, cut John Hoyland. So we'll get to that in a second. I'll circle back to that. But John Hoyland, second year linebacker, Adisa Isaac had a good day with a pass breakup and a few tackles behind the line of scrimmage. So John Hoyland pretty much assures now that Tyler Loop is going to be the kicker. We're going to get to Loop in a second, but that's John Harbaugh, when he's asked the question, he kind of talked around it. Well, maybe we'll circle back. I don't think they're going to circle back. I think they pretty much decided. I do think roster did influence this a little bit. I think the needs of the roster influenced this some. I am thinking, though, that Tyler Loop had played well enough to where they were comfortable with this to actually move forward. Brent Urban, I think, is for sure on the team. He's a John Harbaugh guy. They may pull a move where they cut him, but he'll be back. Right? He's not retiring. He's going to stay, give him a little less camp. He's a vet. He doesn't need it. So they're doing that. Speaking of Tyler Loop, since you brought it up, they were yelling, Loop. There it is. In the state, I see that already. 60-yarder. Received a hug from Coach John Harbaugh and a dap up. That's fist pound for those of you who don't know what that is. For Lamar Jackson, Loop has been good in camp for the most part. Clearly, of the two kickers they had, he has the better leg. So, again, though, temper your enthusiasm a little bit, Raven fan, understand that this is not going to be it is going to be a process with Tyler Loop. It's not going to be Justin Tucker. He's a rookie kicker. It is going to be a process, but they're going to go with Tyler Loop. I mean, the way he's looked so far, they're going to continue to go with Tyler Loop. This was a guy, there were only two kickers picked in the draft. Andres Morales is up in New England and Tyler Loop. So I think they're ready to go with that. He's looked good enough in camp so far as well. Lamar had a strong day at the stadium practice as well. Pinpoint all over the field, no turnovers, including a dime to keep Kirkwood down the left sideline. So we're not worried about Lamar. He had the one bad day. He had a great day in practice. Lamar's looked great. I think no complaints from Lamar. Is in great shape. Looked ready to go. He's been very good in practice. Keaton Mitchell, 100% burst is back. Mitchell had a very impressive jump cut on several defenders, eventually spun out of a TJ Tampa and Bo Bree tackle. Hearing this more and more, how good Keaton Mitchell looks in camp. So that's good news. Keaton Mitchell, interesting to see how much he plays during the season. You got two guys there. Justice Hill and Keaton Mitchell, who are very, very good. They're very strong players as well. So Keaton Mitchell and Justice Hill should play. But it's good news that we're seeing a lot from Keaton Mitchell. Keaton Mitchell does have a shot, I think, to win the second job behind Derrick Henry. I say that because he's such a it's such a diversity between the two. So you have a big, strong guy like Derrick, and then you have just blazing speed. So it'll be tough to get him on the field. Interesting to see how to get up. Cooper Rush Monday had his best practice, making the most of opportunity with the first team offense, 11-11 work. Zipped the ball down the seam to Zay Flowers, who had a step on Marlon Humphrey for the touchdown. So Lamar didn't practice really Monday. They had Cooper Rush in. Rush is still learning the offense. A little bit of a mixed bag. I'm not too concerned, but he's still getting the the playbook. He's played his whole career in Dallas. So he really hasn't played with the Ravens here. Again, I think there's some things work out. I think you're going to see him more in practice. I think you are going to see him a little bit in preseason, but I think for the most part, you're going to see Devin Leary. Of course, John Harbaugh is not saying how it's going to go, but that is something that you're definitely going to have to go ahead and look at there as well. And again, when you talk about the Jonte Wester, continue to display his quickness and ability to separate on several catches on several catches that afternoon. So I will put that down there. So I think he has looked really, really good in crack. This is a late pick, 6th round as well. They're getting more than what they thought. I think him and Tyler Loop, you're counting a lot on guys on improving a part of your team that wasn't as good last year. And so you're going ahead and improving that as well. So I do believe that Wester is going to be your day one guy as far as starting on your team. As far as the punt return, and he's going to contribute some at the wide receiver spot as well. Who won this week? So we could talk about that, who won, who lost, etc. But 3 names, definitely Jair Alexander. Defense doing well against the first team offense. That's well. So that's a thing. Jair Alexander, I think, has been, you could argue, he's been the star of the camp here so far. Jair Alexander's looked good. He did miss some time with the injury, so that's a little bit of a concern, but it's well. So we will see about that as well. Tyler Loop, there it is. They're already saying it. So Tyler Loop has won the kicking job. I think he's going to be your starter. They cut John Holland. I think that's good for him that he went ahead and has the starting job. As well. And I think Keaton Mitchell, I think we just talked about it as well. He is going ahead and getting that job as well. Keaton Mitchell, I think, has been really good here so far in camp. I'm really curious to see what happens there. I really am. It'll be interesting to see what the net of it is as far as that goes, as far as Keaton Mitchell and Justice Hill, how that turns out, how it turns out for them in their careers going forward. Hill has the extension, but Keaton Mitchell was really good as of late. Also, week 2, 2 names I have: Ben Cleveland, John Harbaugh. I didn't believe this for a second. He said Andrew Voorhees is ahead of the left guard competition. I don't buy it for a second. I don't think Cleveland is a real competition. When I think he wants Andrew Voorhees to believe that's a real kicking competition. That's what he wants. He doesn't want to just hand him the starting job. Right? He wants the competition. He wants that to believe that this is a real kicking competition. But I don't think it is. I think he's going to start Voorhees. But I think he wants to push him a little bit. Teddy Buchanan, I'm not hearing your name enough. This is supposed to be also to a competition at inside linebacker as well. So Teddy Buchanan, I'm not hearing that a lot. I'm hearing a lot about Lowry. I'm hearing that as well. Trenton Simpson basically has gotten all of the lion's share. We haven't got to games yet, but I really can't say yet. We'll see. Some guys do pop in games as well before and not really in practice. So it'll be interesting to go ahead and see that. Those were 2. It was harder to pick a third. I really just had 2. Those are the 2 names for me that really stuck out. So there you go. Week 2 of camp condensed in a few minutes. Ravens look good. I think the joint practice with the Colts, I think, was okay. Nate Wiggins got into a fight, skirmish on the field. I love that. I think of Orlando Brown every time I hear they're fighting with a guy. Orlando Brown, late round pick. I'm talking about Zeus Senior. Got into a fight because he was a late round pick. He wouldn't get noticed. He would start just smacking people in practice as well. Defense has looked good. I'm ready. So I think the offense is ready. Not too concerned. Big thing is moving along with no real injuries. Knock wood. Isaiah Likely notwithstanding.